Hi guys, Neil Waterhouse. Today I want to talk about passive income. Now first of all, so we're on the same page, or the same paragraph, according to Wikipedia, passive income is income resulting from cash flow received on a regular basis requiring minimal to no effort by the recipient to maintain it. Now, passive income is normally referred to as a recurring income, which requires little or no work. But like most things in life, it takes work initially to create the passive income. But once the work is done, a passive income continually provides income week after week, month after month, and depending on the type of passive income, which we'll get onto shortly, year after year. Now, passive income, it's pretty easy to create it if you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars or spare millions of dollars, as you can just simply purchase shares or real estate or other types of investments which obviously generate dividends or rent. However, in this video I want to focus on creating passive income from scratch. Now, passive income is something I'm very passionate about, and anybody that's known me long enough or read my last book would know I've spent a ton of time and a ton of money, including spending over 30 grand out of my own pocket to join a group of 105 millionaire multimillionaires simply to find the best passive income methodologies. Now, when looking at passive income, there are a few factors that must be taken into account when looking at any passive income methodology. Let's go through those quickly before I show you what I believe is the best types of passive income. The first is, what is the chance of you or anyone else of succeeding with that particular venture? For instance, one type of passive income that gets banded around a lot these days is self-publishing a book. And of course, the problem with a strategy like this is you're creating and selling an unproven item. Yes, the book could do really well and you could be the next J.K. Rowling. However, the reality is over 90% of new books fail, and of those 10% that make it, less than 2% of them produce more than the award wage. Don't get me wrong, I'm shocking at spelling and I managed to write a bestseller. My kids, they're always correcting my spelling. If writing a book is something that you've always wanted to do, then you should do it. But if it's not something you're passionate about, in my opinion, there are much easier options with a ton less risk. The next factor that needs to be taken into account is, after you go through this effort generating a passive income, how long will the passive income go for? Even songwriters who create hits and book authors who write bestsellers normally have a declining passive income. Not everybody's a J.K. Rowling, not everyone's a Warren Buffett, etc. But they normally need to keep creating new songs and writing new, hopefully, bestsellers. Now, the secret, I believe, to passive income today in 2018 is to leverage your time using easy to outsource, low-cost outsourced labour. And let me explain. Every business on the planet, of course, has to sell either a product or a service. Personally, I prefer to sell products, and the way I prefer to sell the products these days is online, due to the fact that it's so easy to automate, and you can run the business from anywhere on the planet. My favourite places to sell products is eBay, Amazon, and your own independent websites. And the quickest way to success is to only sell items which are already selling over and over every month, and also selling at a profit. The great thing today is we have the technology to continuously find products to sell, that is, products that are already selling over and over and making a profit every time they sell. Now, earlier I said one factor that needs to be taken into account with any passive income methodology is how long will the passive income go for? When selling anything online, almost every product has a product lifespan. That is, every product will only sell normally for a certain amount of time. Some might have a life cycle of a couple of months, whereas other products might have a life cycle for many years. In the industry, we call this the product attrition rate. Whether you have 5 products listed or 50,000 products, you'll always have an attrition rate. Now, the great thing with selling online is it's easy to beat the attrition rate and therefore have a never-ending passive income. Now, the way you do this is, let's say you're building online dropshipping business. A dropship business, by the way, for any newbies out there, is when you sell a product and you get paid first before you purchase the product. In other words, you don't need to pre-purchase upfront inventory, so you're always cash flow positive. Anyway, I'm not going to go into how to build a dropship business in this video, as I've got other videos for that, but the strategy is still the same whether you're building a dropship business, an importing business, an Amazon FBA business, Shopify, or whatever. You simply learn each task and then you teach a virtual assistant to do each task. And the great thing these days is you can easily get virtual assistants from $1 to $2 per hour. This is how I've been running my own online businesses now for over 20 years. I simply learn each task, but then I outsource it. This, I believe, is the quickest way for anybody to build a passive income. So my preferred top 5 passive income strategies are to build automated online businesses selling products on eBay, Amazon and your own independent website. Then, when you have enough products in a particular niche, whether it's a baby niche or a pet niche or whatever niche it is, you put all those products in a separate account and then you sell that as a business. And you can do this all over the world. You can then use those capital funds to purchase dividend paying shares and rent yielding real estate. Let me know your thoughts. That's all for this week. Wherever you're watching this, please scroll on down and leave me a comment below. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.